Hey guys, this lesson is on finding the length and the width when we're given the perimeter and the area. We're going to start with what to do when you're given the perimeter. When you are given the perimeter, you're going to subtract the dimension you are given twice from the perimeter and divide the answer by 2. So let's look at an example problem. If the perimeter of this rectangle is 18, find the length. So what we know about this rectangle is the width of 3. And I know if this side right here is 3, then this side also has to be 3. And the perimeter, or the entire distance around the outside, has to be 18. So I can take that 18 and I can subtract the amount that was used for each of the widths. And I have 12 left. But that 12 has to be divided into 2 sides, 2 equal sides that will make up the lengths of the rectangle. So I'm going to break that 12 into 2 equal groups. So I'm going to divide by 2. And you can do this in a number of ways. You could use an array, you could skip count, whichever way is more comfortable for you. 12 divided by 2 is 6, so the length is 6. And a way to check my work is to add all the sides and make sure I get 18. So 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 3 is 18. So I know that my work is correct, and my answer for this problem would be 6. When we're given the area of a rectangle, we're going to divide the area by the dimension we are given. We know that area equals length times width, and the opposite of multiplying is dividing. So let's look at an example. If the area of this rectangle is 28, find the length. So I know that 28 equals the length times the width, which is 4. So I need to find out what times 4 will give me 28. There are several different ways I can do this. I can skip count by 4, or I can divide 28 by 4. 28 divided by 4 will give me 7. If I skip count, I would have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, and I would have skip counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. So either way, my answer is still 7. So the length is going to be 7. And I can check my work by saying that 7 times 4 equals 28. If that's true, and the areas match, then I know that I got that question correct. If I'm given both the area and the perimeter, I have to find all the factors of the area first. So find all the factor pairs. And then I have to find which factors could fit into the length plus W perimeter formula to give you the perimeter. So let's look at an example. If the perimeter of a rectangle is 30 and the area is 56, find the length and the width. So I'm going to start by finding the factor pairs of 56. Make a T-chart, 1 and 56, 2 and 28, 4 and 14, and 7 and 8. So I have all these different factor pairs, and I need to figure out which I can plug into the perimeter formula and get 30. So 1 plus 56 plus 1 plus 56 is going to give me way more than 30. So I know that that one's not going to work. 2 plus 2 plus 28 plus 28 is also going to give me way more than 30. That's going to give me 60. So that one won't work either. 4 plus 4 plus 14 plus 14 would be 28 plus 8, which is 36. So that one won't work either. So 7 plus 7 plus 8 plus 8, that's 14 plus 16, which is 30. So 7 and 8 are the length and the width. And it doesn't matter which letter you assign the number to. For instance, you could reverse it and say the length is 8 and the width is 7. I want you to try this one on your own, and remember that when you have a word problem, you're always supposed to draw a picture first. The perimeter of a rectangular playground is 46 meters. If the length of the park is 7 meters, what is the width of the park? Okay, before we get started, let's draw our picture. We have a rectangular park that has a length of 7, and we don't know the width. The perimeter equals 46. So I know that the perimeter is going to be 7 plus 7 plus the width plus the width. So 46 equals 7 plus 7 plus the width plus the width. So I have to take that 7 away 2 different times. So now I'm left with 32 equals width plus width, or 2W. So I need to break that 32 into 2 groups, or divide by 2. Well, 32 divided by 2 is 16. So I know my width is 16 meters. This problem says the perimeter of a rectangular field is 60 feet and its width is 20 feet. Find the area of this field. The first thing you're going to have to do is break this down, draw your picture, and find the length. So in finding the length, the first thing we're going to do is draw our picture. I know that the width is 20 and the perimeter, or the distance around the outside, is 60. So I can take that 60 and subtract 20 twice. So I know that 20 has to equal the length plus the length. So I'm going to break that 20 into 2 different groups. So the length is going to equal 10. Now the next part of the problem asks you to find the area of this field. When we find the area, we know that we have to multiply the length times the width. So 10 times 20, I'm going to get 200. So the area is 200 square feet. This problem says Miss Earls is covering a bulletin board with paper. The area of the bulletin board is 39 feet squared and the width is 3 feet. What is the length of the bulletin board? Now remember, we need to start by drawing a picture. I have my bulletin board. I know that the area, or the inside, is 39 and the width is 3 feet. I need to find the length. Well, I know that the area is going to equal the length times the width. So I need to figure out what times 3 will give me 39. I can either skip count by 3s or I can simply divide 39 by 3. And that will give me 13. So the length is 13 feet. And remember, units are important. This last problem says, Jair has a vegetable garden in his backyard. The perimeter of the garden is 28 feet and the area is 40 feet. What are the length and the width of the garden? At this point, you might want to rewind to the slide that says when we're given perimeter and area. When we're given the perimeter and the area, we start with the area and we find all of its factor pairs. So I have 1 and 40, 2 and 20, 4 and 10, and 5 and 8. I need to figure out which of these will plug into the perimeter formula of L plus W plus W and give me 40. So 1 plus 1 plus 40 plus 40 is going to give me way more than 40, so that won't work. 2 plus 2 plus 20 plus 20 gives me 44, so that won't work. 4 plus 4 plus 10 gives me 28. So that one will work. It's probably a good idea to check the last one anyway. 5 plus 5 plus 8 gives me 26. So that one won't work. So the length and the width are 4 and 10.